everybody, welcome to Little-Homestead again. Today I'm going to be taking you through another day in my life in quarantine. So we'll get started off with opening up the windows in the house. This is like probably the first thing I do before I start anything else. I usually do this before I put on my diffuser. I just feel like it brightens up the space and gets me ready to start getting stuff done for the day. So I did that. And of course, my cat Jax is always trying to peep out of the windows. He gets so excited when I actually open them up for the day. And then I went and started my diffuser. This is the lantern diffuser from Young Living. I use a lot of their oils. I wish I had more than I have now. I put in the Joy essential oil for the day. This one, it really feels like it just helps to uplift my spirits and my mood for the day. And you know, that's pretty important on quarantine. It gets a little, rough sometimes, and even though my routine hasn't changed, I still feel the effects a little bit. And then I still really like the candle setting. And then this is the set of oils that I have, that I've collected. And then I have my own collection of glass pumps and spray bottles. And then I make my own little concoctions. And then I started off with putting dishes away. We typically let ours air dry. And then I will be washing the dishes. This is like a chore that I don't mind doing. I just really don't like when the dishes build up. So I try to keep a good handle on it, at least doing it like every other day or so. And then I went and started organizing the rest of the house. So I was really in a cleaning mood and organizing mood this day. And so again, the dining room table gets atrocious. And then I'm making potato salad. I usually cut about like 5 or so potatoes. These were smaller. 4 strips of bacon that I fry up. Oh, and I do cube potatoes before I boil them. It's a lot easier to cut them raw than when they're hot. And then I had 2 hard-boiled eggs diced up that I already had pre-made. And then I crumble up the bacon and put that in. And that has the cooked potatoes, the hard-boiled eggs, and now the bacon. This is going to be the sauce that I'm making. I've tweaked it. It's a little bit different every time. I don't typically measure the ingredients. This batch did turn out really good though. Then I mix all that together. And the bacon grease, I just put in as much as I feel like. You can omit that if you want. I just feel like that adds a really good flavor to the sauce. And then I pour that over top. And mind you, this is all still really warm and hot. And I love to eat this fresh, like right after it's made. In my opinion, it's best while it is warm. Because it's not the same if you warm it up, it gets weird. So I always splurge and have a bowl after I freshly make it. And that's the finished product. And then I made a cheesecake recipe in my Instant Pot. Those are the ingredients. I put together all the dry ingredients, and then I did the cream cheese. I will link the recipe that I got from Pinterest below in the description box. And this was it was really interesting because in an Instant Pot, everything is basically steamed. So it's a little bit different than being baked. And it did say to not use a stand mixer. It said to use a hand mixer. It didn't get perfectly smooth on top. There were some bumps. But with the decoration that you see and the topping I put on, you can't tell. And the texture and flavor was still really good with the stand mixer. I might have overmixed it a little bit, I think. That's why it didn't get completely flat. And when I put it in the Instant Pot, I didn't have a trivet to put on the bottom. So I just made some foil balls, put them in there, and it goes for 26 minutes on high pressure and then about 7 or 8 minutes on natural release. So I did that, and then I topped it with homemade ganache, which is heavy cream and chocolate chips, typically a 2-to-1 ratio. I made homemade whipped cream with heavy cream and some powdered sugar, and then I used a star tip, and then went around and made a rosette border around the edge. And then I had some chocolate chips in the house, so I sprinkled a few of those around the border and in the center. And then I also had some leftover ganache. So I put it in a piping bag, and you want to cut a really small hole. You want a fine drizzle. You don't want a thick one. It'll look a lot more elegant with a fine drizzle. So I just did a crisscross pattern right across the top of the cheesecake. And that is the finished product, an Oreo cheesecake, ganache top.
Alright, hey everyone, I have another little grocery haul that I did after work today. So I will start off with the milk. We get a 1% low fat, sometimes a 2%. Grabbed one of those, and I grabbed a oats and honey with strawberries. I know we're almost out of some of our cereal. This is the yogurt I like to eat. It's the Oikos 000. I get the 12-pack. It's a lot cheaper that way, and it comes with 6 strawberry and 6 mixed berry. This part here, I like that there's no added sugar, sweeteners, or added fat, and it's 15 grams of protein per serving. And then I picked up marinara. They didn't have any meaty ones. They were a little bit low on these, but a smooth marinara will work just fine. I did get spaghetti noodles to go with the marinara. I figured we have some ground beef in the freezer. I can make spaghetti and meatballs. It's an easy meal. I did also pick up some dark red kidney beans. I picked up the ones with no salt added. I think I might be making chili at some point with these, but they're cheap. So I figured that was an easy staple. I did get a tomato paste. I don't have any of these on hand, and I grew up making pizza sandwiches, which is, you make it like a grilled cheese, and it has tomato paste, oregano, cheese, and bologna, but you could easily use pepperoni. It might make it taste more like pizza anyway. This is the yogurt my husband likes to eat, a 60-calorie Activia, so I picked him some of those up. I also got broccoli. I was thinking I was going to grill this and have this as a side with barbecue chicken. I picked up some baby potato medley. I cannot find potato seedlings or seed potatoes anywhere. So I figured I'll just wait till these grow some chits on them and grow some of these because they're expensive to buy. So I figured if I grow my own, I'll save some money. And then I got Cracker Barrel mac and cheese because this was an impulse buy. I was roaming down the aisles trying to remember what we needed, and mac and cheese looked good to me. Don't shop while you're hungry, people. Not a good option. And then I grabbed up some grape tomatoes for my husband. I know he's low on veggies for his lunches. So I will post a total of what this all cost.
And then I decided to do some yard work. Yes, that smiley face is covering the house number. So I got rid of that huge pile of leaves that was covering that little flower bed. That I think it's going to be a hosta. We'll see the finished product. And then I also made a small flower bed on the side. And these are my cucumber plants. Those are getting so big and cute. And thank you guys so much for watching, and please make sure you subscribe below.